Hi, this is Jeff once again from the Technology Learning Center with another video. Today we're going to talk about virtual gatherings during the pandemic for the holidays. There's plenty of us that aren't going to be able to get together because of all of the current issues that are going on. However, there's also plenty of us that can't get together on the holidays on a regular basis anyway. We live across the country. I have family that live in California. There's family in Maine. There's, plenty of us have family that are overseas. Anybody that has family in the military. How do you enjoy the holidays and still get together as a family? Well, it can actually be done, and that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. The first thing I suppose we should talk about is software. Everybody's concerned about what do you use. We've heard about issues with certain software and others in the recent pandemic issues, but let's talk about a few of those and you decide what's right for you. And therein lies the first thing. You need to decide what's right for you. Many people have Apple products through their whole family. If your whole family has an Apple iPhone, an iPad, even a MacBook, then you probably just want to go with FaceTime. It would be the easiest way for your whole family to communicate. FaceTime is easy to use. You just load up the app FaceTime and you set it up and you're good to go. Now, holding on to that device while you're trying to eat dinner at Thanksgiving is going to be a challenge, but there's ways to get around that too. And we'll get to that as we move along. But with that being said, using FaceTime is probably the easiest way for you to get together as a family if you're predominantly an Apple family. Now, if you're not an Apple family and you're using a mixture of devices, whether it be Apple, Android, PC, Mac, whatever, then there's lots of other resources available to you. So let's take a look at some of those real quick. The first thing we want to look at is Skype. Skype is available through Windows, but you can also download Skype onto any Android device as well as any Apple device. And Skype lets you do free video calls using your Wi-Fi network. You don't need a data plan, you don't need to, as long as you have Wi-Fi, or you can use your data plan, but it won't use any of your other regular cell service. Now, if you're all on social media, Facebook has groups and messengers where you can all get together in Facebook Messenger. This lets you get together with family and friends for the holidays. Not a bad way for you to have a social gathering on the holidays. You could still have your Christmas party, it's just virtual. Obviously not the same thing, but it's as good as it gets sometimes. Now, there's Zoom. The challenge with Zoom is if you have a free account, you only get to have 40-minute sessions and you have to keep restarting it. So it's probably not the best option for you. However, there's also Google Duo, which lets you have these meetings, and you can also use Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts was supposed to have gone away years ago, and it's still out there. And both of these allow you to have multiple people log in and have a group video conference as well. Now, video conferences are a great way for you to get together for the holidays. However, again, passing a phone around is going to look busy, it's going to be confusing, it's not going to be comfortable. So if you're doing something like Thanksgiving dinner or opening presents around the tree in the holidays, whatever it is that you're doing, there's other ways to do it. Now, I recommend that you start looking into finding ways to set up your devices so that you can join each other as a family without holding on to them. The first thing that I recommend is to start using your TV. If you can have your Thanksgiving dinner, your holiday gathering, whatever it happens to be, again, present opening, religious ceremony, whatever it happens to be, if you can do it somewhere where you have one of your TVs set up, it makes things work much better. Because now what you're doing is you're not having to hold a device and control it between you. You can buy lots of little kickstands, tripods. There is equipment that you can buy. This little tripod right here will hold most digital cameras. You can buy special phone mount and professional cameras. And you put your phone on this device here and have it set up, or you could turn it so that it's sideways, depending on how you want the feed. I recommend that you do the side profile if you can. It's not that hard to adjust this so that it's now a sideways shot, and you're good to go. Mount that device and then set it up for your video conference call. Once you've got everything started, the next thing you want to do is you want to check to make sure that the angles are right. So if you're ready to have dinner, beforehand, go onto your computer, open up the camera settings, and check and see that your video camera is set up to be the right angle. It's not that hard to find it, set it up by your TV, adjust it, make sure that it's in focus. Once you know you're good to go, Then you can start your video feed with your family and sit down for dinner. You can even prop it up right on the table if you have the right type of device. I also highly recommend that you start thinking about how you want to have dinner if that's what you're going to do. So we'll use Thanksgiving as our key example right now. If you're going to have Thanksgiving dinner with your family, there's lots of opportunities. Now, if you all live locally, like if everybody here lives in Cape May County and you just don't want to get together for health concerns, there are lots of local restaurants and businesses that are going to be doing Thanksgiving meals pre-made. You can all order the same meal and sit down and have the same meal at different homes and do a video chat, and you're still getting together for Thanksgiving dinner. If you live across the country, there are still options. There are lots of mail order meal plans out there right now that you can go and you can order that stuff so that you're having the same things together. Even more fun might be to just set up those devices and mount them in your kitchen and prepare dinner together and joke around and talk to each other around the table like you usually do. Again, these are all options that are available to you. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope that some of these tips and suggestions help you not only this year, but for years to come to enjoy getting together as a family, even if it's just virtually. As always, we're here if you've got questions. Don't be afraid to shoot us an email, message us here on our social media, on our YouTube channel. You can give us a call here at the TLC, and we'll be more than glad to help you with your technology questions. As always, feel free to make suggestions for us to make future videos. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, and have a great day.